You're watching this video right now? Congratulations. You're alive, blessed, and have the power to change your life. Think about that for a moment. Complaining won't change your situation because, let's face it, no one cares. Who really runs the world? The central banks, the FED, the president, or the elite? In today's world, power isn't always where people think it is. Governments may change, presidents come and go, but true power often lies behind the scenes. The real question is, who truly controls the global economy and decision-making? Is it the central banks, the Federal Reserve, FED, the elected leaders, or a small group of elites that dictate the course of human history? This course will break down how power is structured, who holds the strings, and what it means for you. Understanding this will help you make smarter financial and life decisions. The central banks, the invisible hand. What is a central bank and how does it function? The role of the U.S. Federal Reserve and how it manipulates interest rates. How central banks worldwide, ECB, Bank of Japan, etc., control economies. The creation of money. Why central banks print money out of thin air. How inflation and deflation are controlled through monetary policy. The link between central banks and global financial crises, 2008 example. Key takeaway: the central banks dictate the flow of money, influencing everything from mortgage rates to the price of groceries. If you understand their role, you can position yourself financially to benefit from economic cycles rather than being a victim of them. The Federal Reserve, more powerful than the government? The history of the FED and why it was created in 1913. Who really owns the Federal Reserve? Hint, it's not the US government. How the FED controls debt and the economy through interest rates. The relationship between the FED, Wall Street, and government spending. How the Fed's decisions impact your personal wealth and business opportunities. Key takeaway: the Federal Reserve is arguably the most powerful institution in the U.S., controlling economic booms and busts. Those who understand its game can predict market trends and protect their assets. The president, a puppet or real power? Does the U.S. president truly control the country? The influence of corporate lobbyists, Wall Street, and donors. The limits of presidential power. Why Congress and the FED overshadow policy decisions. Historical examples. Presidents who challenged the system and their fate. JFK, Nixon, Trump. The illusion of democracy versus the reality of deep-rooted power structures. Key takeaway: while presidents can set policies and influence change, they are often restricted by deeper forces that control economies, media, and even wars. Real power lies behind the scenes. The elite, the global decision makers. Who are the elite? Billionaires, families, corporations, secret societies. The Bilderberg Group, World Economic Forum, WEF, and their influence on world affairs. How wealth is used to control media, politics, and public perception. The role of the International Monetary Fund and World Bank in controlling developing nations. Are conspiracy theories real, or is there evidence of shadow governance? Key takeaway: a small group of ultra-wealthy individuals and institutions influence global direction far more than elected leaders. Understanding their motives helps you navigate the system strategically. What can you do? How to use this knowledge to your advantage. Stop playing the game blindly. Start understanding economic cycles. How to hedge against inflation and economic instability. The importance of self-reliance, owning assets versus being dependent on the system. Investing wisely in stocks, crypto, gold, and real estate. Building networks and avoiding financial slavery. debt traps, consumerism. Final takeaway: knowledge is power. Once you understand who really runs the world, you can take control of your own financial and personal destiny instead of being manipulated by the system. The truth about power. Most people are unaware of how much control institutions have over their lives. The central banks dictate economic conditions. The Fed manipulates markets. Presidents follow orders from higher powers, and the elite operate in the shadows. But by educating yourself, you can rise above the distractions and secure your own future. The question isn't just who runs the world. It's how will you navigate it to win. Action steps. Stay informed about economic policies and their impact on your finances. Diversify your investments to avoid being controlled by one system. Network and create opportunities outside of traditional corporate structures. Focus on building financial independence and personal freedom. This course is designed to empower you with the knowledge to see beyond the illusions and take action. Now that you know the game, the next